Call me Master Zen cause I'm a flicky bands.
Alright, man, you see stupid title. I'm already knowing. This guy finna be pissing me off with his takes. Let's get to it.
Coward. We have more characters to slander. No, you make me sick. And you can't do that voice very well. Okay, yeah, I know. Are you gonna make the video or what? Oh yeah, I could do that. So it's been a shockingly long time since the last time I made a video hating on characters who get way too much glaze. And like always, I miss some characters who are clearly culprits to the glazing crisis going on in our society today. And if someone gotta hate on fictional characters, I'm up to the task. Therefore, in today's video, we will be going over more of the most glazed characters of all time. The very first character we're talking about today is the Ghost of the Uchiha, more commonly known as Madara Uchiha. And honestly, I'm surprised.
No. Oh, what did I say? This nigga gonna piss me off, bro. Hey, me personally, I feel as if he's not glazed enough. He's not glazed enough, man.
This guy has escaped my sights for so long. If there's one way to describe Madara,
Hey, if you ask me, out of all the characters, like, wait, the characters? Oh, yeah. To me, the best character in Naruto is Madara Uchiha. I don't know, that nigga just tough to me, man. Usually people go like the generic route of like, yo, Naruto. Well, at the start when I was a young nigga, well, I'm still a young nigga. Now I just me myself feel like I'm old. I'm not old. I'm talking about like the younger me, man, a toddler. When I was a toddler or like something like that, still in like middle school. Yeah. Naruto obviously because he's the main character, shit like that. But then over time I was like, nah, bruh, I hate this nigga, man. This nigga be whining, bro. The power of friendship. Man, get that shit out of here, man. Niggas trying to box, nigga. Real that nigga. Hey, Madara.
Be the fact that he has a lot of aura. Even before we knew anything about Madara for real, his name alone was significant. Obito introduced himself as Madara because he knew it would strike fear into people who encountered him. Kurama was even a bit shocked when he thought back to Madara. And once we start getting into Madara's fights, he gets catapulted into an entirely different stratosphere. His first fight was him fighting an entire army of shinobi, and when
this nigga, yo, bro. Ooh, I don't give a fuck, boy. I don't give a fuck, boy. This nigga is tough. This fight right here just literally solidified it. Wait, no, this fight is the one that made me fuck with him. Or not, actually. Or it was like at the time when like Toby was acting like he's Madara. So yeah, I think that's where I started fucking with him. Once you find out he's impersonating, so he's tough because the way he did it was tough. But he was impersonating someone, so that was not him. So it's like, So yeah, Madara, I just came to a fuck with. Oh no, second character, Pain. Almighty push. I ain't gonna lie, that episode was tough, my nigga.
Stratosphere. His first fight was him fighting an entire army of shinobi and winning. Then he proceeded to drop not one, but 2 meteors on their heads. There are about a dozen other fights I can mention, but by this point, we all know what he's about. He's one of the few members of the Uchiha clan that can actually back up a lot of the hype his fans give him. Well, at least most of the hype. We tend not to talk about how this guy when he was alive was a Hashirama victim. Granted, Hashirama didn't dog him, but let's just take a step back and look at the whole picture. Madara had the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan with all its abilities and the Nine-Tailed Fox armored with the Susanoo on his side and still lost. Hashirama just has some wood. I don't know why it was so strong, but hey, it's a series about ninjas. Let's not think about it too much. The only way Madara was able to defeat Hashirama was when he took his cells. Kind of a crazy look if you ask me. And while we're on the topic, we might as well talk about how strong this guy was, which is one of the many reasons why people glaze Madara. He went from one of the strongest ninjas ever at the beginning of the war to comically overpowered at the end of it. This guy was getting A1 power-ups every 2 seconds. He got the Rinnegan, Hashirama cells, which are sold like hotcakes in the Naruto world for some reason, the 10 tails, and absorbed the God Tree. When talking about Shippuden, Madara fans will never fail to bring up how the plot is the only thing that stopped Madara. It's always the same stuff.
Oh man, he had to get jumped by everyone.
Come on though. Come on though. Come on though. They lit, bro. Whether it's real life or not real life, I'm not a fan of jumping. I hate that shit. It's like, my nigga, y'all, it just shows y'all niggas pussy, bro. Y'all niggas weak. Y'all had to jump this nigga to win. In general, bro. But then, bro, niggas already know if it's a fair on one-on-one. Niggas finna get their ass beat. Why don't you just bro, you gonna get your ass beat, take your L, go home. That's it. No, niggas wanna jump, or with the current times, niggas wanna use guns. They don't wanna fight no more. Shit like that. It's like, bro, come on, man.
Madara fans will never fail to bring up how the plot is the only thing that stopped Madara. It's always the same stuff.
Oh man, he had to get jumped by everyone.
Bro, that's literally the biggest meme with Naruto. He wins his battle with the power of friendship and shit like that.
Only Might Guy could 1v1 him. They just got lucky.
People will even go as far as to say Kishimoto said that he made Madara too strong for the story and brought in Kaguya to stop him, which is a straight up lie. Not a soul can find an interview of him saying something like this. The only time an author would say something like this is to hype up the next chapter.
Man, get the fuck on with that Boruto shit, man. They should have just ended Naruto right there. I'm not a fan of like they create another enemy of this enemy. It's like, bro, y'all niggas still watching Dragon Ball Z? Nah, get this shit out of my face. I don't respect niggas that watch Boruto, bro. It's just, to me, bro, it's just all money grabs. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT 2.0, Dragon Ball another definitive edition, this and that. Like, bro, they are just money grabs. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, the animations are like much better and they're tough, but other than that, bro, it's just money grabs, bro.
Of the story. Let's just talk about it like it is. He lost. He got caught from behind by Black Zetsu, just like against Hashirama. There was a theme with Madara's character with him not liking people standing behind him, and it came full circle. Also, why do people just pretend like Sasuke and Naruto weren't dogging Madara when they came back from
Jumping. I'm talking about one-on-one, big bro.
This always confused me because I felt like these two had Madara on the ropes for a lot of that fight. Madara was getting shaky when he realized how strong these two were and was running away like a track star. Even if Madara didn't get betrayed, why is it just a given that Madara would beat everyone? Naruto and Sasuke looked more than capable of doing so, especially considering the fact that they almost sealed him. They probably would have packed him up eventually if Madara stayed to fight. Oh my bad. This is the part where someone tells me Madara and his Limbo clones were just letting themselves get boxed up or straight up sealed by Naruto and Sasuke. A good portion
Naruto and Sasuke. My main point is that, like I said, I don't like jumpings, bro. If they had, the only way your point is that they're strong together. Them niggas pussy, man. Why not one-on-one? I'm not going to, I don't have the full information or like the power skills or everything to say, okay, this guy, this and that. But from what I've watched and the whole anime, bro, they won against this nigga by working together, bro. Power of teamwork. What other people's opinions they say about this, I don't know. That's just my opinion, my nigga. I'm not a fan of jumpings.
The Madara Glazers are simply blinded by nostalgia, delusion, or this guy's aura, and would love to pretend as if the series ended with Madara winning and not being betrayed. If you speak with one of them long enough, you will find that they theorized that the entire Boruto series was Naruto's dream and Madara's infinite Tsukuyomi the entire time. And this plot twist would actually be on the same level as those theoretical Gear 5 designs. Garbage. Anyways, let's move on to our next character, Eren Yeager. And might I say, it's been a pretty long time since I've addressed this guy and his actions. Eren has always been a relevant character considering he's the protagonist to one of the most popular anime ever. However, I feel like he gained a lot of his motion during the 4th season of Attack on Titan. The scene of him saying, "I'll keep moving forward until my enemies are destroyed," set the internet on fire. This felt like the genesis for Eren's explosion in popularity. I saw everyone talking about how cold Eren was, how he had the best mentality, and like clockwork, he gained a massive amount of glazers. Then he had other notable moments like when he told his dad to get up and take the founding Titan. Easily one of the most absurd reveals in the series. At this point, in the eyes of an Eren fan, Eren could do no wrong. He could beat up his friends or kill innocent people and his fans would cheer for it. Any move
No. That's when it went GG's like, bro. It went from like attacking Titans or like trying to eradicate Titans. Now the goofball wanted to kill everybody, innocent people. Nah, bro. That's where like it like, bro, the support I have for him, it just went down, bro. Yeah, so it was going to be a generic, like if it's like the whole anime was just literally just about him just destroying Titans or destroying all Titans in existence. Would have been in some way anime, probably would have not been bigger, but or big or popular. Yeah, it is what it is, man. But nah, man.
Made and every body he gained was justified because he wanted freedom.
But hold on. I can't say that when I be out here, it's like I have like favorite like evil villains or like I wanted to see in Death Note. I wanted to see if like Light won against L. I wanted to see the after effects of that shit, or like how that world would have been if he had won. That's kind of fucked up because it's like, you got a nigga trying to be a god, so this and that. It's fucked up. So, but shit, I ain't gonna lie, I want to see.
Which, we'll get back to this idea in a second. It's really funny how the Jaegerist ideology was reflected in the real world through Eren fans. I don't know how, but Eren and the Jaegerists were convincing enough to fool a bunch of people into believing what they were doing was fine. To throw some bail, I do understand that initially, the Jaegerists weren't that radical, but at a certain point, they were bugging out. People will tell me that he just wanted freedom for him and his friends. Eren's idea of freedom was straight up genocide, and his fans said, good job. Ask an Eren fan if what Eren did was wrong, and they'll say that he was justified without hesitation. There was a reason why Eren was framed as the bad guy in the last arc. His plan was evil. It is nearly impossible to justify murking 80% of the population. If that happened in our world, that is 6.4 billion people gone. Mad people talking about how they stand with Eren when you would probably be a part of that 6.4 billion people getting stomped out. Eren Glaze is so out of control that even when the series has Eren himself tell you that his plan was stupid, people will still say that his plan was good. These Eren Glazers are also abnormally loyal. There was a time on TikTok where there existed a cult of Eren profile pictures causing wars in the comment section. That was their only role on the internet, and apparently these guys were running amok for like half a year at one point. I could also talk about how Eren fans think that this guy is some 24/7 nonchalant demon, when in reality he was someone who was scared to die and crying at the thought of his crush finding a different man. But I feel like at this point that's low.
From the start of the anime, that nigga was a little bitch. Nigga, that nigga crying, bye.
Hanging fruit, so I'm not even gonna address it really. The next character we're talking about, I feel like at this point.
Now, the act of mentioning something by denying or declaring that no one will mention it.
That's low-hanging fruit, so I'm not even gonna address it really. The next character we're talking about is LeBron James. And I know someone's face probably scrunched up and said, LeBron's not a character. Why is he here? First off, the channel is called Olamasama, okay? I'm making up the rules as I go. Secondly, LeBron was technically a character in Space Jam. So if you really think about it, I'm not breaking any patterns I've set in the past. As I hope we all know, LeBron James is arguably the best basketball player of all
LeBron James
time and one of the greatest athletes the world has seen. And he's been dominant for what feels like a century now. Such a combination gives LeBron one of the largest armies of Glazers we've ever witnessed. And to be fair, it makes sense why he has so many. The man's been dominant for more than 2 decades by this point on one of the most popular sports in the world. LeBron came into the league before I was born and is still cooking people as I'm in.
Well, actually, it's not the most popular sport in the world. Football is the most popular sport. That was a joke.
In college, there's.
But I don't know, something me says that. Oh, wait, what do you mean the most popular sport? You mean in America? No, big bro. Okay, I was about to say in America because that's kind of stupid because it's I be making fun of niggas that don't be knowing about other places in the world. Oh, damn! I didn't know y'all had internet in Africa or like in South Africa. There's a country called South Africa. The American education or other the education of other countries. Hey man, it's due to hell.
There's definitely someone who had a coma for like half a decade and woke up and saw that LeBron is still playing. He even created his own teammate and started passing on Bron for all for his son. But that's all the grace I could give. LeBron fans have worshipped this man to a point where the meaning of Glaze has been warped. I can't even explain how crazy some of these statements are in words. It's better if you just see it for yourself.
If he was a sea captain, and he was in control of the Titanic, it would have never hit the iceberg.
I want to say that around 2016 to 2019, the LeBron fan population experienced a boom and it started becoming widely accepted to glaze LeBron incessantly. People were making their whole brands based off glazing this man. Nowadays, we experience different phases of LeBron praise. There was the You Are My Sunshine meme, and that was funny and harmless, you know, it didn't really hurt anybody. But then they started making whole songs based on LeBron worship. The worst part is, a lot of these songs were good. People were finding out they have musical talent and use it just to glaze LeBron.
His name is LeBron James. I'm talking about the man on the necklace, LeBron.
Even when LeBron is arguably hurting his team, we don't care. LeBron fans don't care. They will still sit there and argue with you just to get a chance to.
Hey man, his legacy is very good, man. It's like, damn, it just made me remember this nigga, bro. J. Cole, bro. That nigga fucked up his legacy, bro. For some of us, let me clarify. For some of us, and it's not on some like, bro, genuinely, bro. Not trying to put on a fake act or trying to clip for him. After that nigga dropped that diss track and then that, bro, he entered the diss wars and then he backtracked to him like, oh, it doesn't feel good with me, bro. And then it's like, bro, after that, he can't drop a track talking about like he's still the best rapper. I will cook. I will cook anyone that try to defend, like, go against me, shit like that. Like, bro, what you mean? You can't be like, bro, it doesn't make sense when you say you're the toughest fighter, and then when niggas trying to fight you, you say, nah. Okay, I don't want to fight other people, but I am the toughest fighter. Like, shit like that. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's like, it could be true, like, bro, the nigga went to that shit, and he didn't feel good about, like, making diss wars with his, like, Kendrick Lamar, because they could be friends. Like, bro, I don't want to go against my partner, something like that. It makes sense. But at the end of the day, my nigga, this is hip-hop, nigga. You can't be out here talking about, like, you the best at this, best at that. This is hip-hop, my nigga. This not country music or, like, fucking pop music or whatever genre of, like, being buddy. This is hip-hop, nigga. You talk your shit, you better stand on that shit, nigga. Real talk. So it's like, hey, man, he fucked this shit up.
Sing this man's praises. It's gotta be some implant that's put into their brains at a certain point, as people who don't even watch basketball will probably glaze LeBron. You, watching this video, have a friend who is a LeBron glazer, or you yourself are the LeBron glazer. I have genuine concerns.
Nah. I don't watch sports. I'm not a basketball watcher, so yeah, I don't got no. The only sport, football, like, not football, yeah. The only sports team that I would say, even to this day, even though I don't watch any sports, that I still support in a way, like if you were to ask me, what's your favorite team sport, even if you don't watch sports no more, it's FC Barcelona. It's a football club, so yeah. Even with that, I don't be watching no football, so yeah, nah, bro. I'm not a LeBron glazer.
For anyone under 30, once LeBron retires, people might actually start turning society upside down because they can't watch LeBron play basketball anymore. I'm not making this up, by the way. While making this video, my friend just texted me saying that they might cry when LeBron retires. It's ridiculous. And at a certain point, I don't even know if I can call it glaze anymore. LeBron is the GOAT after all. We have to start asking ourselves, is it glazing if it's true? They're just acknowledging greatness. My bad, I got a bit out of control. I promise y'all I'm not a Bron fan, and I don't have 2 of his jerseys in my wardrobe closet. Anyhow, before I move on to a certain speedster, if you're enjoying the video so far and you're new, you might as well subscribe. With that being said, we can talk about the Monarch of Motion, the Flash. On a side note, Monarch of Motion has to be one of the best nicknames for a superhero. Goodness. For this video, I want to specifically talk about why.
Get that man meat out your mouth talking about goodness.
Wally West. After Barry Allen's death in the comics, Wally West took over the mantle of the Flash and became the character synonymous with the Flash for a long time. I'm talking from the 80s to the 2000s. Wally West was almost always the main Flash. For example, if you've seen the Justice League cartoon when you were younger, Wally West was that Flash. It really is a toss-up between Barry and Wally on who is the greatest Flash. Some may enjoy Barry's storylines more, while others prefer Wally's connection to his villains and friends. Even with more recent media using Barry Allen for the Flash persona, Wally has still been able to get some decent character representation in recent times. But we all know that there's a reason why Wally is in this video. He's not in the video because the average fan just be gobbling up his meat every 5 seconds. No, it is because there exists a vocal portion of his fans that love to talk about how powerful this guy is. Although they still exist today, back in like 2021 to 2022, this guy and all his fans were everywhere. Every 1v1 edit you can imagine had Wally West in it just being glazed to no end. People would pin this guy against any fictional character and he'd win with negative difficulty. If you didn't know it already, them edits let you know that Wally West was beating your favorite character. 2022 Wally West was the first time I saw a character getting like 8 free points and still getting beat. This guy even got his own theme song, and you know which one I'm talking about too. The worst part is that these fans don't even know any Wally West storylines. They barely even know his character. The only stories they know just happen to be the ones where all of Wally's fastest feats are in, so they can glaze him about it online. They know about the time when Wally ran to the end of time to outsmart death, and will tell you about how this makes Wally so fast. Do they know why this even happened? Heck no. They only need evidence to tell people that Wally is really fast. These guys will tell you about when Wally evacuated an entire city or when he outran instant teleportation. However, for some reason, they can't name any other moments about Wally West. I wonder why. They'll never talk about other iterations of Wally West like the one from Young Justice or the one who got his kneecaps busted by Robin. There's no talk about some of his moments in Justice League Unlimited when he's not doing some insane feat. It's only like the same 8 moments these Wally Glazers talk about to push their agenda. The worst part is that you can't really argue with these guys. Wally West has done some of the most absurd things in fiction. This guy's gotten godlike powers on multiple occasions.
I'm gonna explain like this. I don't really care about this section of this nigga. Do I hate him or what? I ain't got nothing to say. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm just vibing to the track. Real talk.
What am I supposed to say when someone says that Wally Soul is my favorite anime? The only thing I can do is sit there and take it. I will say one. Am I supposed to say when someone says that Wally Soul is my favorite anime? The only thing I can do is sit there and take it. I will say one thing though. Although these Wally West glazers can get out of control, they are not as bad as those fans who bring up obscure characters just so they can seem unique or say that their character beats insert character they don't like. The Flash is a recognizable character, so it's believable if someone said that they were a fan of Wally without any other agendas behind it. Overall, Wally West is a what the yo. No, please no. Please not me.
Did he just self-glaze himself something with the aura?
And finally, we move on to the final character of the video, Gogeta. There are three main versions of Gogeta that we all know and love. There's Super Gogeta, Blue Gogeta, and the Kabavic Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And I want to have some fun.
Hey, me personally, bro, the best transformation in Dragon Ball, everything, Super Saiyan 3. I don't give a fuck what niggas talking about, man. That's my Dragon Ball Z. That's my Goku right there.
Like fun, right? So let's play a little game I made. Can you guys pick which Gogeta gets the most glaze for no reason? One of these things is not like the others. One of these things gets glazed beyond. Can you tell which thing is not like the others by the time I finish this song? It's the Monkey Man himself. And let's set one thing straight. I'd be lying if I said I didn't like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Up until Super, this guy was the strongest in all of Dragon Ball for me during childhood. Well, kind of the strongest thing, you get the point. But honestly, it's weird because it's not like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is super duper loved by the fans like other characters we've seen. Shoot, I remember when that Kaba versus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta meme was going around, there were people slandering this man saying that he's just Vegito Blue with monkey fur, which is true, but it's nasty work. And it's also kind of a stupid comparison considering a majority of the fusions between Goku and Vegeta are kind of just the same character. You know what? That's just a topic for another video. Anyways, since he already gets slandered, why not put some more fuel to the fire? This Monkey Man really ain't doing anything in the anime besides looking cool.
Hey, chill down, Mr. Vegeta, man. You gonna call him the Monkey Man the whole time?
He was beating the brakes off of Omega and having a blast knowing dang well he had a time limit. And what a shocker, Gogeta defused and Omega started whooping Goku and Vegeta's behinds again. But you wanna know the craziest thing about this guy is? It's the fact that his grand finishing move, the Big Bang Kamehameha, is trash! And I know that sometimes us Dragon Ball fans can have some Cloud Strife memory due to nostalgia. So let me show you what the grand Big Bang Kamehameha looks like in the anime.
One thing left undone. Big Bang Kamehameha!
Now, I think we can all objectively say this looks like, as the kids say, straight cheeks. Like this guy Omega stay overreacting. Nothing is even hitting you. He's acting like he's getting hit by a strong attack or something. Now I'm sure you may be wondering things like the Big Bang Kamehameha in the games don't look like that, and that's precisely the source of the glaze. The truth that we all know about Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is that he is a video game merchant. His anime counterpart ain't really have super flashy moves. As we've seen, the animations for his big moves were mid at best in the anime. It's the video games that really be meat munching Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Freaking Dragon Ball Fighter Z got Gogeta doing all of these dope moves that he never did in the anime. The devs of every Dragon Ball game love this guy for some reason.
Hey, them was cooking, why? Corporate needs you to find the difference between these two pictures.
I gotta see games make whole new animations from scratch just to make him a new character. As a Vegito fan, I am tired of you, Omatsu. If you know, you know. Devs will gladly let this guy steal and poach other characters' moves and smile gladly as the money rakes in. Soon,
Why did I keep, bro, I keep telling y'all, bro, it's just money grabs. Well, in general, a lot of enemies, like, it started off as like, oh, I want people to watch my story same time I want to make money for it. Like, bro, I ain't bad shit and get your money on. But after that, the show, like, bro, it's at its peak. It's good. Everybody's happy. Everybody's satisfied. You get your money. We get a good show. Why are you introducing another? I don't even know how to part 2 or something. Like part 2. Dragon Ball Z number 6. Like on something like Fast and Furious type of shit. Fast and Furious 10. Come on, bro. Slow down with that bullshit, my nigga. Sure.
This guy's gonna be stealing other Gogeta's moves like the Stardust Breaker and be an amalgamation of all the fusions. They were even stealing moves from other anime to make this guy's animations. These developers at Bandai have successfully gaslit a generation of kids into thinking the Big Bang Kamehameha was actually a cool looking move. It wasn't. Without the video games, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's aura takes a hit and you cannot convince me otherwise. And this doesn't really happen to the other fusions much. Super Gogeta and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta are in the same position of not having many animations to work on, but you never see the same level of glaze for Super Gogeta. I already know that there are other characters that need to be
recency biased, even though it's not canon. It's just
covered and will be covered in an inevitable future installment of this series. Two characters I know will be in that next video are future Gohan and that fraud known as the King of Pirates. I might also have to include Mr.
Oh no, One Piece. I'm already know I'm finna be skipping that parts of that video. They talk about One Piece characters. I'm not a One Piece fan or watcher. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't watch it. I don't like it. Yeah.
Tons of oppression in that list as well. And I did see a lot of people talking about Archie Sonic in the last video, and to be honest, I'm low-key an Archie Sonic glazer myself. The day I put Sonic or Sanji in one of these videos is the day I get kidnapped and held hostage. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Alright man, I'm gonna see y'all boys in the next video, man. Fuck, my ass cheeks are burning. Pause, because I've been shooting videos the whole day. Gotta clarify.
Call me Master Zen, cause I'm a 50 bands.